Okay guys, I want to start a new series going along with my other gameplay videos this week. Now, it's going to go over class setups that I think will help you guys to give you a little more edge on the next man. Now I'm going to try to do these on a weekly to bi-weekly basis for just about every gun that I use, so look out for those coming in the future. Now today's video is going to focus on assault rifles and SMGs, mainly the FG42, the new Volkssturmgewehr, and the Tommy gun, aka the M1928. I'm gonna try to basically give you guys as much details as I can, so let's go ahead and get it started. Now first up guys, we have the FG42, which has come up a lot, especially in the professional community. Now I don't usually run the FG, but since I've been trying to basically branch out with some new weapons, like I told you guys on my last video, and since the pros have been raving about it, I wanted to give this one a go, and hopefully with this class setup you guys enjoy using it as well. Now as for assault rifles, I like to use the infantry division for the extra mags, the strafing speed, and the extra attachment. Now these really help give that assault rifle a well-rounded base so they can compete with the other divisions. Now for the basic training, I'm using prime, so okay guys, don't beat me up. But as I've said before, any little bit helps, and the name of the game is to stay alive and get the most kills, and beasting on noobs is what you want to do, right? So we have 4 attachments that I think will come in handy, seeing that you'll have a bunch of rushers coming after you all game. The attachments I'm using are quick draw, extended mags, high caliber, and rapid fire. For any class setup for assault rifles that I run, this is usually the normal set of attachments that I use, and for very good reasons. Now the time to ADS on the assault rifles is just slow enough to get you killed in a firefight. You know, when you're coming up on any of those seasoned SMG users at a close to mid range, especially if you're caught right after sprinting. So in order to counter that, I use quick draw to give that quick snap on to the enemy, you know, to compete with those faster SMG and pistol users. Now that half a second or so is just enough to give the enemy a chance to get an extra bullet or two in you before you can even put the first shot in them. So this is really needed in my opinion. Now I know that the iron sights are not the most ideal for a lot of players, and I don't particularly like them myself on the FG. So if you want to substitute quick draw for say like a reflex sights, hey, I wouldn't be mad at you for that. And in a lot of cases this may work out better for you if you play at a pace you should be playing at, you know, with the assault class, meaning taking your time, sticking to a certain area of the map and not rushing. So it may not be necessary to have that quick snap to the ADS. So, you know, that's something to keep in mind. But moving forward guys, with most guns and even the FG, I found it also necessary to add the extended mags. Man, this thing pretty much has like no bullets in it. It only has a 20 round clip. So you don't want to have to reload, you know, every 10 to 12 seconds or so in case you miss any shots, or you know there's multiple enemies that you come across like 2 to 3 at a time. Now with the infantry division guys, the extra mags really won't do you any good, seeing that the infantry division already comes with the extra mags. But the extended clip is always an extra plus guys, especially with the slow reload time, you know, that the assault rifles have. And since we're not running the hustle basic training as well. Now the next attachment is high caliber, and is one I really slept on, I think, and I think a lot of gamers really sleep on. It takes about 1 headshot and maybe 2 body shots to kill an enemy without high caliber on there. But when you use high caliber, it's gonna take you maybe 1 headshot and 1 body shot. So if you aim pretty high already when you're engaging an enemy, it's basically the recoil for the FG is going to take you up, and you're probably going to get more headshots. And this thing is a headshot beast, guys, I'm telling you. Now last but not least, rapid fire. Killing someone on this game is a matter of a lot of factors guys, mainly accuracy and overall skill, but definitely it's a matter of speed as well. Now rapid fire takes that time to kill down tremendously, you know, depending on which gun that you're using. It allows you, you know, to basically be able to put more bullets to reach your target in a much quicker way than normal. Now couple this with the other attachments I suggested already, and you guys are going to have a pretty lethal combination to deal with on the FG or any assault rifle for that matter. Now for my secondary, I permanently unlocked the machine pistol, guys, so I pretty much use that as, on any of my classes. But if you don't have the machine pistol, unlocked, depending on what rank you are, I would use either the 9mm SAP or use the PO8, which everybody has access to the PO8, so use one of those. Now the new SAP is pretty solid, guys, and if you add quick draw, is what I put on all of my pistols, is quick draw. It's going to give you that quick snap onto the enemy, so you can pretty much take them down in no time. Now to top it all off, I use the frag grenade just because it has that ability to roll and find an enemy even when your arm isn't the most accurate, guys. I know that you've noticed that, on all the old Call of Duties, man, those grenades have a way of just rolling around until they find a person that's close by, man, whether that's you or the enemy. Alright, if not for anything else, just use it to try to get somebody. If you know somebody's camping in a corner, try to use it to get them out of that corner just by throwing that frag grenade over there to them. Okay guys, next gun. Next on the list we have the Volkssturmgewehr. Hopefully I'm saying that right. And man, I have to tell you guys, I am loving this gun so far. Man, the thing has almost no recoil, good damage, rate of fire, and range. And I even like the iron sights on this thing, guys. So as a default, man, I think the gun, is overpowered. So don't be surprised if you see a nerf come around, sometime in the near future. But guys, hey, while the getting is good, use it and abuse it however you see fit. Now the class setup for this gun that I like to use, like I said before, on all my assault rifle classes, guys, I'm pretty much, use the same setup. So we're going to use prime, that's a basic training, quick draw, extended mags, high caliber, and rapid fire. Now, unlike the FG42, the Volkssturm, it doesn't need a dot sight, guys. So don't waste the attachment. Go with quick draw here to get that quick ADS to your target for those, those unforeseen close quarter battles that you're gonna have, with those SMG users. Use the extended mag so you don't have to worry about reloading so often. High caliber for those sweet headshots, and rapid fire to absolutely melt those noobs from just about any range on the map, guys. This gun is great. This is your overall, just all around gun, guys. So again, don't be surprised if you see guys running airborne division using this gun with prime dome, man. Don't be surprised, because everybody's using this gun. And let's see, still using the machine pistol, of course, for the secondary with quick draw, or the 9mm SAP, or the PO8, and the frag grenade, just like before. Now, okay, guys, last but not least, let's talk about the M1928, aka the Thompson, aka the Tommy gun. Now, when the game first came out, I was really hyped about using the Tommy gun, but after a while of using it, man, I just grew to not like it. I felt like the damage had been decreased, and I think it was, as well as there might have been a few other tweaks to it from when I used it back in the beta. Now recently, and I say recently meaning about a month or so ago, the Thompson got a buff, and I fell right back in love with it, guys. So the rate of fire on this thing, as you know, is ridiculous, even without rapid fire. Now the damage is almost on point with say about 3 shots needed at just about any range, but the range is a little tricky when using the iron sights on this gun, so it's because of the recoil. So guys, I think that it's still manageable, especially if you put on a suppressor. I think it's the recoil on it makes it a lot more manageable. Now, seeing that this is an SMG, at close range this thing melts, even if you haven't attached anything to it. But with the right attachments, the gun absolutely shreds. Now I suggest with the Tommy gun and pretty much any other SMG to use the airborne division so you can get the extended run along with the faster pace which is what you're going to need because you're going to be trying to get in close. Now, to go along with the extended and faster movement, we're going to add the basic training of energetic. And I'm going to tell you why. So, whenever you get tired, you can go right back to running again for an extended period of time. Man, this is going to make this class, or any airborne class for that matter, just like the old days of COD when you had Marathon Pro and Lightweight Pro. Now, on the attachments, switching it up just a little bit from the assault rifle build outs that we did earlier, we're going to use extended mags as well as steady aim. Now, the stick mag that comes with the Tommy gun, guys, is just not going to cut it. With the rate of fire that this thing has, man, you'll find out, if you don't already know, that you're going to run out of bullets really quick. And man, it's really sketchy trying to get, 2 or 3 kills out of this thing with that one clip. So, since I'm not running hustle for that fast reload, man, I think it's crucial to have those extra bullets in case you run into a situation where you had to take out more than 2 noobs at a time. Now, as for steady aim, the added hip fire accuracy is great to have. Man, I like being able to not have to aim down the sights when I'm going around corners, especially, since I'm not using quick draw for that faster aim, guys. So it pushes you to slow down and take a more walking pace, which is good. Man, this is a very good thing to incorporate in your strategy, guys, when playing World War II. Because when you're hitting those corners, it's going to be hard, guys, trying to pull up real quick and ADS onto the enemy, especially since we're not running quick draw. So I think, man, the steady aim is going to make for a good addition to your class setup. Now, for pistol setup, it's the same as before, guys. So grab yourself a machine pistol if you got it unlocked already. If not, go get you a SAP or a PO8. Put quick draw as the attachment for that fast pull-up, of course, and a good old frag grenade. Now, guys, that about does it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Go out and give these a try for, say, a session or two. Then come back to the video and leave me a comment, man, down there. I really want to hear from you guys to see how this worked out for you. Now, if you're new here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of the action that's coming this year, guys. We got best class setups, montages, we got live streams and giveaways starting this spring. So, man, this is your boy Death. Be blessed, have a good week, and I'll catch you on the next one.